3 months ago, a 23-year-old made $11,000. She worked maybe 8 hours a week. She has no degree, no audience, no startup capital, and the tool she used is sitting on your phone right now. But here is the part that matters most. Worse, she told me the window is already closing. And she is right. What I am about to show you is not a trend that peaked 2 years ago and someone recycled into a YouTube video. This is happening right now, in real time. And the people who move on it in the next 6 to 12 months are going to make very serious money. The people who wait are going to watch someone else do it. So let us get into it. The side hustle is called AI automation consulting for small businesses. And before you click off, hear me out because this is not what you think it is. You are not building software. You are not coding. You do not need a computer science degree or any degree at all. What you are doing is walking into a small business and connecting the tools they already pay for. That is it. Let me explain what that actually looks like in practice. Right now, across every town, in every city, there are thousands of small business owners who are completely overwhelmed. A dentist who manually sends appointment reminders. A restaurant owner who types out the same response to Google reviews every single day. A real estate agent who copies and pastes the same follow-up email to every new lead. A personal trainer who manually invoices every client every month by hand. These people are not stupid. They are just busy. They have heard of AI. They have probably tried ChatGPT once, but they have no idea how to make it actually work inside their business, and they do not have time to figure it out. That is where you come in. You learn a handful of tools. We are talking about things like Make.com, Zapier, the ChatGPT API, Notion, Google Sheets, and you combine them into simple automated systems. A system that reads a new customer inquiry and drafts a personalized reply automatically. A system that pulls a 5-star review from Google and turns it into a ready-to-post social media caption. A system that logs every new lead from a contact form straight into a spreadsheet with a follow-up email queued and ready. None of these things require you to write a single line of code. These tools have drag-and-drop interfaces. They are designed for people who are not developers. And small business owners will pay you between £500 and £2,000 to set them up. Per client. Once. And then, many of them will pay you a retainer of £100 to £300 a month to maintain and improve the system. Do the maths on that. 5 clients on retainer is £1,500 a month in recurring income. Passively, while you sleep. Now, I want to be really honest with you about why this works so well right now, because understanding the why is going to help you act faster. We are living through a very specific moment in history. AI tools have just crossed what technologists call the usability threshold. That means they are now powerful enough to do genuinely useful things, but complicated enough that most normal people cannot figure out how to use them properly. That gap between what AI can do and what people actually know how to make it do, that gap is where the money is. And right now that gap is enormous. But it will not stay that way, because the companies building these tools, OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, Zapier, they are in a race to make their products so simple that anyone can use them without help. And they are winning. Every month, these tools get easier. Every month, more tutorials appear on YouTube. Every month, more small business owners figure it out themselves, or hire someone in-house who already knows how. The window exists because of friction, and friction is being removed at speed. So the question is not whether this opportunity will disappear. Pa'alaka. It will. The question is whether you are going to use the next 12 months to extract serious money from it before it does. Now let me walk you through exactly how someone gets started with this, because I want to make it concrete and not leave you with a vague idea. Step 1 is picking a niche. Do not try to help every type of business. That is a mistake most people make when they start any service business. Pick one type. Dentists, estate agents, personal trainers, e-commerce store owners, wedding photographers. Pick one industry and become the person who automates businesses in that specific space. Why does this matter? Hami eturi, because every dentist has almost identical problems, which means the system you build for your first client, you can sell to your second client, your third client, your 10th client. You are not rebuilding from scratch every time. You are productizing your knowledge. You build it once and you sell it repeatedly. Step 2 is learning the tools. And I want to be real with you here. This is not instant. You will need to spend 2 to 4 weeks learning properly before you pitch your first client. But 2 to 4 weeks is nothing. The specific tools you need to understand are Make.com, which is the automation platform most people in this space use, the ChatGPT API, which lets you plug AI into workflows, and 1 or 2 tools relevant to your chosen niche. For estate agents, that might be a CRM like HubSpot. Or for restaurants, it might be Google Business Profile. There are free tutorials for all of these. B. YouTube has everything you need. The learning curve is real, but it is not steep. Step 3 is getting your first client. Dented. And this is where most people freeze. Well, they learn the tools, they build a little demo, and then they do nothing because they are scared of rejection. Here is what actually works. You do not pitch. You offer a free audit. You walk into a local business or you send them a message on Instagram or LinkedIn and you say something like, I help businesses like yours automate repetitive tasks using AI tools. I would love to do a free 15-minute audit of your current processes and show you where you are losing time. No one says no to free. And in that audit, you show them a specific problem they have. Woes, not a general problem. A specific one. You are manually responding to every Google review. I can automate that. It will take me 3 hours to set up and save you 4 hours a week forever. Then you quote them a price. No, your first client might pay you £300. Your second client might pay $500. By your 5th client, you are quoting $1,000 without blinking. Because you have proof. You have case studies. You have results you can point to. Step 4 is packaging it into a retainer. The one-time setup fee is great, but the real money, the money that gives you stability and lets you stop chasing new clients every month, is the retainer. You tell your client, for £200 a month, I will monitor the systems, update them when the tools change, and add 1 new automation every quarter. Most clients say yes. Because once they see their time being saved, they do not want to lose that. And maintaining a system takes you maybe 2 hours a month per client. That is a very good hourly rate. Now I want to address the thing you are probably thinking right now. Rod, this sounds good, but is it not already saturated? Here is the truth. The online space, YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, is talking about this, but the offline world has barely heard of it. Go to your local high street. Walk into 10 businesses. Ask them if they have heard of Make.com. 9 of them will look at you blankly. Ask them if they are using AI in their business. Kitty. Most of them will say they want to, but do not know where to start. The saturation exists in the conversation about the opportunity, not in the actual marketplace. There are more small businesses that need this help than there will ever be people who can provide it, at least for the next couple of years. But let us talk about the ceiling, because I promised you honesty. This is a skill-based arbitrage play. You are getting paid because you know something that other people do not know yet. That kind of advantage has a shelf life. I would put the comfortable window at somewhere between 12 and 24 months from now. After that, the tools will be simpler. Templates will be everywhere. Business owners will be more educated, and the price you can charge will start to compress. That does not mean the opportunity disappears entirely. Accountants still exist, even though accounting software is everywhere. But the barrier to entry drops, which means more competition, which means lower prices. The people who start now build a client base, build a reputation, build case studies, and build income that funds their next move. The people who start in 2 years are building a commodity business in a crowded market. The difference between those two people is not talent. It is not even skill. It is timing, and timing is a choice. Let me also tell you about the second order opportunity here, because this is the part that most people completely miss. When you do this for 6 months, something interesting happens. You start to understand at a deep level how businesses actually work, where time gets wasted, where money leaks out, where the bottlenecks are. That knowledge is enormously valuable. Some people use it to build their own productized service, a specific automated system packaged up and sold as a product, the same way software is sold, but without the software development cost. Some people use it to build a small agency, hiring other people to do the implementation while they sell and manage. Some people use it to get hired, because companies are desperate right now for people who understand AI implementation in practical business contexts, and the salaries being offered are significant. The side hustle is not just income, it is a credential, a real one, built from actual results for actual businesses with actual money changing hands. That is worth more than most qualifications you could spend 3 years and 40,000 pounds on. I want to leave you with one final thought. Every generation has a window, moment where the technology is just ahead of the mainstream understanding, where someone with a few weeks of learning and a willingness to show up can charge professional rates for knowledge that will eventually be common. In the 90s, it was building websites. In the 2000s, it was social media management. In the 2010s, it was Facebook ads. In the early 2020s, it was Shopify stores and dropshipping. Right now, in this moment, it is AI implementation. And unlike some of those previous waves, this one is backed by the most transformative technology shift in decades. The businesses that figure out how to use AI properly will outcompete the ones that do not. They know this. They are desperate for help. And they will pay for it. The only question is whether you are the one they pay. The window is open. It will not stay open forever. What you do with that information is entirely up to you.